Hello, and welcome to a quick tutorial from the Democracy Voucher Program on how to use this spreadsheet to track your campaign's qualifying signatures and contributions. Once your campaign has gathered the required number of signatures and contributions, you will enter a few key pieces of information from the candidate qualifying forms into this spreadsheet known as the 2021 Democracy Voucher Program Qualifying Contribution and Signature Tracker. The required number of qualifying contributions and qualifying signatures needed for each race are 600 for mayor, 400 for city attorney, and 400 for each of the citywide council positions. Candidates must collect a minimum of $10 from the required number of contributors for their sought-after position. For example, someone running for mayor would need to collect at least 600 $10 minimum contributions and 600 signatures of support. All cash and check contributions must be accompanied by a signed signature of support statement saying that the contribution is being given to help the candidate qualify for the Democracy Voucher Program, which is gathered using this form, the Candidate Qualifying Form. If someone has contributed to an online platform that doesn't support the collection of their signature at the time of their contribution, but instead the person would perhaps check a box indicating they are providing the contribution to help the candidate qualify for the voucher program, then a signature gathered from a different resident can be used to help meet the needed 600 signatures threshold. To collect only signatures, residents can sign the Signature of Support section of the candidate qualifying form. Please see the tutorial video available regarding options for how to complete and collect these signed statements remotely, given the current COVID-19 pandemic. You can see at the top left of this spreadsheet, we are asking you to complete a field that has the candidate name and position, and columns A through F are for the campaigns to complete. Our office will complete columns G and H once the spreadsheet has been turned into the Democracy Voucher Program. We'll walk through some examples for each of the columns A through F together to give you a sense of what information is needed for the validation process. In column A, we are asking for the first name of the contributor. This is the resident who provided either the online contribution, the signature of support without a contribution, or the contribution with a signature. In column B, we are asking for the last name of the resident. This field can also contain any suffix, such as junior or senior. In column C, we are asking for the residential address of the resident, which is the address where they live, not their mailing address. For example, if someone has a P.O. box as their mailing address, that address cannot be used to validate that the person is a City of Seattle resident, which is one of the requirements. In column D, we are asking for the type of contribution, and the options are listed within a drop-down. The options are cash, check, online, or not applicable. For anyone who has provided only a signature of support, please put NA. In column E, we are asking you to double check and make sure you are submitting a qualifying form with a signature for anyone who has contributed cash or check. All cash and check contributions must be accompanied by a signature of support. If someone has contributed through an online platform and checked a box with the supporting statement only, then the campaign would put no in column E. For all cash or check contributions, this column should have the response yes. Online contributions will be validated through a data extract from whichever payment system your campaign chooses. All online payment systems must meet certain requirements as laid out in the candidate toolkit in order to be validated. In column F, we are asking for you to double check and make sure that you have submitted the C3 form to the Seattle Ethics and Elections Commission documenting the contribution. If we cannot find the C3 record for the contribution recorded, we will contact your campaign. If there was a signature only, please select NA for not applicable. Let's walk through a couple of examples and fill out the spreadsheet as we go. We'll fill in a candidate name and position at the top. And then we will begin with our contributor name. Let's call them Seattle resident. They'll have the address of 123 South Seattle Street. Everyone on the spreadsheet should have Seattle as their home city. In column D, we'll select cash from the drop-down. In column E, we'll select yes, because this is a cash contribution, and all cash and check contributions must have accompanying signatures from the contributor. And in column F, we'll select yes, because all contributions must be reported on a C3 filed with the SEEC. Let's say that we also have an online contribution. Again, we'll fill out the first name and the last name, then the address, and then in column D, we will select the option for online. In column E, if we did not get a signature from this online contributor, but instead they checked a box that said they were contributing to help our campaign qualify, then we'll select no. And in column F, we'll select yes, because it's a contribution, so there must be a C3 filed. In the example for the online donation, remember it did not have a signature because those contributions made online can be validated through a data extract from the online collection platform. Please feel free to check in with our office early about the online platform that you have chosen to make sure it meets the requirements as laid out in the candidate toolkit. Since we need our total contributions and total signatures to reach the required minimums, your campaign may have folks who only provide signatures in support of your qualification. Let's walk through an example of recording a signature only on the tracker. Again, we'll fill out our first name, our last name, then our address, and in column D, we will select NA because there has not been a contribution. In column E, we'll select yes because that person has provided a signature, and in column F, we'll select NA because there was no contribution. Using these examples, you can see that our campaign currently has 2 contributions and 2 signatures provided towards the total needed for qualification. One person provided both a contribution and their signature, and that should be the case for all cash or check contributors. One person provided only a contribution, that would be our online contributor, and one person contributed only a signature, that would be our third example. Please verify that your campaign has at least the required minimum number of both contributions and signatures, and we would recommend a bit more than needed before submitting qualifying documentation. Contact us at democracyvoucher@seattle.gov or call us and leave a message at 206-727-8855 if you have any questions or if you'd like us to review your spreadsheet in progress. Thank you.